Hi guys, welcome to this quick review of the Electrolux EL4335B corded Ultraflex Canister vacuum watermelon red. It's a vacuum cleaner. It's a corded vacuum cleaner with a brush roll, so it's really good for high carpet animals and those things. So I'm not going to show you the vacuum. It is as it is. It is as it looks here. It's quite a good thing. So I've bought it on July 26th. So that's about half a year ago, and I've been using that since in the whole time, and it has been doing a really good job. I can really recommend this thing, even when it's not perfect. So here you can see the reviews, and you see 20% one-star reviews. Yeah, that's a lot. And I would definitely not give a 1 star. I would maybe something. I would say for my I would say I would give 4.5 stars or something like that. It's really good, but it's not perfect. The really good thing at the moment, so that's the idea, or the that triggered my idea to make this short review, is the awesome price, which is now down to 209.99 with Prime. As you can see, the price here, it since August it has been at the price which I have been paying, about 260 I think. Then it even went up to almost 300, came down to 260, and now it's down to 209. I think it's some kind of early Black Friday or something like that. This is, if you are in the market to buy a vacuum, you have high, don't know the name, a high something carpet, high pile a carpet, you have animal, something like that. This is a really good thing. It has on-off brush roll with 3 level of height adjustment. It has a motion control system. I don't know what it is. I've never using such a thing here, but it has good filtration. It has a total reach of 33 feet. Yeah, that's the thing. I was hoping for a little bit more. Of course, it was written, but I know a lot of Electrolux vacuums have really long cords, and I thought, yeah, 33, that sounded pretty long. It's not bad. It's more, I think it's a little bit more than average, but it's not as much as other Electrolux vacuums do have. It has this filter. I don't know how to call it. So here we have some pictures. It's pretty small when you take up off the handle, and it's really good and easy to use on high pile floor. So when we go to the 1-star review, that's really important to know what's not so good, or what could be not so good. They say defective power head. I didn't have something like that. Nozzle motor died. That already cheaply made. Garbage. No, it's definitely not garbage. Looks appealing, but don't expect to last or be backed by the company. I don't know. It says they have a 5-year warranty. Yeah, I really don't know. They say, yeah, they have a 5-year warranty, but they apparently need that entire time to reply to an inquiry. Okay, I have to admit, they are not super fast. What happened? There was a nozzle, something, I don't know if they are talking about same thing, something where you can attach the whole handle. The whole thing which you hold in your hand, you can attach it to the main part to store it in upright position, and this nozzle is really small and not really sturdy, so I don't recommend using that. And the strange thing is, I mean, this is not a single piece. This is, I mean, yeah, nozzle, probably they are talking about the whole front thing, which does the vacuum actually. And yeah, there's one piece, the small nozzle, which is holding I mean, the whole part attached to the whole vacuum, and it can only be replaced in one part. And it broke with us after about 1 month. And yeah, I really recommend not using this thing. And it's not needed. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of comfort, but you don't need that. And when it's broken, you have to replace the whole big nozzle, the big front part. And of course, they don't like to replace such a thing. And it took some time. I mean, I was just writing to the company. I didn't even have to call them up. I was looking up for the company in the internet, and then I filled out the customer feedback form, and I got an email, and I had to reply like a proof of purchase. I had to reply with a picture, and then it was sent to the next location, and they sent me an email back, and I had to fill out one thing more, and it went back and forth about for 2 or 3 weeks. But after that, I mean, it was not much work. Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks, and they sent me a new nozzle. So it was not really bad. Customer service was good. Yeah, I would say it's good. So for good warranty, yeah, horrible vacuum, no. So I have found also a review. Here it's probably one of the most detailed review you can check in the internet. You will find these things where they describe, I'm not describing everything, it's a vacuum, but what they say, hose and cord lengths, I would say, yeah, not 10 out of 10. There are longer cords, but if it's fine with 33 feet total length from the plug, I think, to the nozzle. So yeah, then it's okay. Weight of the product, it's not super lightweight. I have seen lighter vacuums, but usually they are not as strong as this one. Versatility, I would probably rather give 10 out of 10 here instead of 9. Suction, 9 out of 10. I have to say the suction is really good. The suction is sorry, the suction is really good. I mean, maybe there are some vacuums which are $500 which are stronger, but this one is maybe Dyson or something like that would be stronger, but this is really good. There are absolutely no complaints. It's even almost too strong, I can tell you. When we go up to the description, maybe we can see this on the picture. So here, I think that's the best picture which I found. No, I check another one. So at least here on this picture I found it. Here we have, you can adjust the strength of the vacuum, how strong it's vacuuming. And yeah, the thing is, I would have loved to have it on the handle, so you don't have to go down to the vacuum itself and adjust the strength of the cleaning. But anyway, what my complaint is a little bit, so even on the lowest setting it's still very strong. And if you have a really dense high pile carpet, it could be too much. We have a few of these smaller carpets in the bathroom, and they are really high and they're really dense, and so one person cannot clean them. They are like, even on the lowest setting, they are like, it's almost glued. It's so strong. The suction is so strong. it's like glued. So we have made this now, we have fixed this problem that somebody steps on the carpet and the other person is pulling, I mean just lifting the nozzle on the carpet and then pulling, because you can't push, it's impossible to push, it's so much suction, you can't push the nozzle on the carpet. It won't move. You would think somebody would break, something would would literally break. So the only way it works, you can just pull, and you need somebody to hold the carpet. That's it. I mean, yeah, I would love to have a lower setting, but I definitely do not need more suction. Yeah, when we are here in this video, I mean there's a good video here on the Electrolux US homepage, and you find, I mean this video is really good. You can see how this works, how this vacuum works. You see these 3 rolls, they are really flexible. It's awesome. It will follow you usually really good, so no complaints about that. So this nozzle, you get 2 nozzle actually. The one, a big nozzle, which is really heavy with the brush rolls, and if you have to vacuum like a home with, let's say, 2500, 3000, 3500, something like that square feet, then it's actually too much. It's really heavy. It's getting heavy when you have to vacuum for hours. The nozzle with the brush rolls can get a little bit heavy, and it can exhaust you. So it's a really good thing if you have this extra nozzle, which is quite lightweight, but of course it doesn't have the nozzle, but it has wheels, so it's really good for like hardwood floors, like what you see here. What you also can see here, that you get some extra brushes like for smaller jobs. This is really helpful, so I like these things. And cleaning is also quite easy. I'm quite happy. It's better than expected. I thought it will cause a mess every time when I clean that, but actually it's not such a problem. I was used to I've never used Bagless. I was a little bit concerned about Bagless, especially when you suck in bugs or spiders. Recently we had a big spider in our home, and we didn't have time to grab the old vacuum with the bag, so we took this one, and yeah, there's so much suction, and I mean of course when it's empty, and as a first thing you suck in the spider, so could be maybe a little bit ugly, but if there is already a lot of dust, it will like work into the dust, and I think it even makes some smaller pieces out of it. I don't go into detail about that, but anyway, it was not after a really short time it was not visible anymore, and it was killed immediately, even when it was a really big spider. So here they in total give overall rating of 9.2 out of 10. I would say yeah, I can really confirm this. I mean, I'm not doing any kind of paid reviews. I'm not paid for this review. It's just my honest opinion, but I will put down the link to the Amazon listing, because it's so dirty cheap now. Again, $209.99. I guess it will last until Black Friday, so I can really recommend using the link and buy the thing for $299 instead of $280 or something like that. So it's an awesome price now, and it's a really good thing. So I'm so super happy with this. Yeah, one thing I almost forgot. So one of the biggest thing they actually advertise is this brush roll. So that's the heavy brush. I mean the big nozzle or head, vacuum head, and this is a really good brush. It's an efficient brush. It will clean your carpets very thoroughly, and they do a great job. I probably wouldn't do that every week, so maybe yeah, it would stress maybe the carpets a little bit too much over time, but maybe every month or so it's a good thing. The only thing is, of course, it will work a lot of hair into this brush, and the idea is to step on it. Maybe we can see a picture of this, how to clean. Yeah, there's I go down a little bit. They say press brush roll clean pedal for 5 seconds. They say you have to put it, I think, on the highest level. Of course, not using it on a carpet, because when it's on the same place for 5 seconds and the brush is rotating, it could damage, especially very high pile floor. So don't do that. Go on a hardwood or like a tile floor, and then put it, I think, on the highest position, and then push for 5 seconds, and it should clean the brush. But I unfortunately have to tell you, I mean, it cleans a little bit, but when it's like this, it won't be off the desk back to this. Impossible, it won't happen. Yeah, it will clean a little bit depending on how the hair is into the thing, but most of it you will have to remove it by hand, like you do with other motorized brush rolls. Unfortunately, there's no such magic till now. I mean, it's a good idea, it's better than nothing, but from time to time you will have to clean it by hand. Still, yeah, there's no magic thing. One press button and everything is super clean. Maybe in 50 years or so it will happen, but probably not very soon. I mean, this is one of the most advanced brush roll heads I've ever seen, but not even this is capable to do this. So this is one of the reasons I didn't give the full amount of points, but still I would say 4.5 points easily I would give. And yeah, I mean, actually I've never been thinking about returning it or something like that, but just be careful with the, yeah, here we maybe can see how to store. Unfortunately they don't show it here. Yeah, there's something like here in the back of the nozzle, where you can attach it here in the back, so to store it, the whole thing here in an upright position. But it's too weak. The whole thing is too weak. It will break. It's not worth trying it. You will break the whole thing, and then you have to go through the whole reordering, like a replacement process. And yeah, but I think you can live without this. You just put it on the floor, detach it, and store it somewhere else, no problem. So I think 20 minutes for this vacuum is definitely enough. And yeah, that's it for now. I mean, full recommendation. Use the link to buy if you like it down in the description. And I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.